Hi, everyone. It is Monday, meeting of the minds. Everybody's kind of coming in slowly. Remember, it was a holiday. Some were at the beach, some were having family barbecues, so forth, so on. So just know that they'll be here slowly but surely. Today's topic is about haters. Haters. Lungi, could you please give me the exact name of the topic? Because I'm real bad with that. Unmute, please.
The topic is how to handle
That's it.
haters,
How to
how to
handle
actually
haters.
handle them.
So this will be interesting to see the way that these answers will go. I'm real excited
Oh yeah.
to see how everybody's gonna respond. Um, and so I have a few announcements. One is that we just got done filming the trailer for Searching for Raymond, and there's going to be some stuff going into it, but we believe that by the end of the summer it should be out. Guys, Lunchtime with Anna will be on that trailer, so I'm really excited about it. I'm real excited that Asar has given me the opportunity to be a part of this life-changing project. We are also going back on set to film Moshe, Detective Garcia. She's my baby. I have worked so hard on that character today. I did some rehearsing. I'm going to continue doing rehearsing up until filming because we're going to be filming 4 episodes back to back. I'm going to be extremely busy as is the entire cast, finishing season 1 to already have it out by the end of the year, if that's correct. Am I right when I say that, Asar? Is that safe to say? Hey, Danae, Mommy.
Yes, it's safe to say.
Okay, so I'm real excited. There's a lot going on that we will be having. Thank you and congratulations to your little man. I saw the pictures. Aside from that, I will be interviewing tomorrow Rico Trax out of, he's done music for Yo Gotti as well as Lucci. You don't want to miss Lunchtime with Anna tomorrow at 12. I was going to travel over to Seatown, Georgia. I just need a break from traveling, so I will be airing from home. But you guys just don't want to miss it. He's a wonderful person to connect with if you want opportunities within the industry. He's a genius at making music. For me to say you're a genius, you're good at what you do, period. So just be on the lookout for that interview tomorrow, as well as Dr. Inky will be interviewed. I will be interviewing him on Wednesday for Lunchtime with Anna. As you guys can see, we're airing more days for Lunchtime with Anna because they're requesting more things to be done or more interviews to be done, and I kind of want to give everybody the opportunity to get their stuff out there when they need to get it out there. If you guys want an interview, please call 321-252-8084. But, so let's start with our questions. Well, first of all, Asar, how are you doing? Jamil, how are you doing?
Awesome. Thanks for asking.
Yes. Jamil, unmute.
I'm doing pretty well. Good to be here as always amongst such a diversified and dignified panel. You know, it's I heard the topic. That's a that's a topic. I really want to hear some of these answers tonight. I'm looking. I see all the men are here, but I don't see any of the ladies on the panel. Mainly, Jacinia and Brianna and Christy. I haven't, or Cher. I haven't seen any of them. So I'm looking. I'm waiting to hear what I can. The fellas can hold it down though. That's we do that. But, it's always good to have both sides of the fence to
Absolutely.
see how they
And
deal
I
with it.
mean, you know what we could do? Maybe I could jump in today while we can get some of them, which I normally don't like doing it. I just like hosting. But maybe I can answer some of these from the other perspective, from the women's point of view. And of course, I will, you know what? I forgot to send Sherry a link. Maybe that's probably she's not here. So I'll send her a link now, see if she wants to log in. Please, everybody, remember the rules before we even get started. Let's all be loving and respectful to one another. All right, let's start with question 1. And we'll go in order of your names. So we'll go Asar, Jamil, and Lungi. Lungi, oh, Lungi, how are you doing? I don't think I said, I do, okay, I'm a little confused. I got Lungi here twice. Hang on. Okay, Lungi, how are you doing?
I think he's muted.
Lungi, can you unmute? Okay. So we'll just get started. Okay. Let me start with question 1. All right. We'll go in alphabetical order, okay? And I'll answer last from everybody. What is your definition of a hater? Asar. Asar, you're muted.
Oh, I'm going first. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it in alphabetical order. So Asar,
Okay.
Jamil, then Lungi.
My definition of a hater, someone who has low self-esteem and insecure and is threatened by your confidence, your success, your drive, your ambition. Someone who hates on you because they're lacking or they feel like they're lacking.
Okay.
So basically that's been my experience, because you don't even have to do anything personally to a hater. They'll hate you for no reason because they feel like they're lacking something that they see in you. So that's what I think.
Something that makes you shine, right?
Right.
That's what you mean? Okay. Jamil, same question for you. Do you need me to reread it?
Oh, no, I heard. My definition of a hater. Wow.
No. Hey, y'all know that Jamil says it how it is, right? Jamil, you can't say names. no saying names. You guys know that, like, everybody looks forward to his answers.
Okay.
Like, what is he going to say that's over the top this week?
Man.
What is he going to say? What is he going to say? So go ahead, say,
my definition of a hater. I gotta say a name. Stephen A. Smith from ESPN, the ESPN sports analyst, is my definition of a hater. Somebody who really just doesn't want to see anybody else doing good. You know, it's like there's somebody who's gonna find the flaw. Something could be perfect. Everybody likes it, so they're looking for what's wrong in it. They're never trying to see anybody congratulated or celebrated. They're just always picking out the negative in everything and everybody. That's my definition of a hater. AKA Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna say a name, but hey, I don't know how I knew that. I just did. He likes to call out people every week. Every week he's gonna call out somebody.
But that's the truth though. Stephen A. Smith is a hater, man. He's a real hater, and it's just like I couldn't pick a better hater than Stephen A. Smith. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna say somebody who doesn't like to see anybody else celebrated or congratulated, AKA Stephen A. Smith.
Okay. Yesenia, buenas noches, my sister. How are you doing? Very nice to have you on here. I'm glad you made it on air.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a very, very long week. But I am glad to be able to make it here myself. How have everyone been doing?
I'm excellent.
We missed you last week.
Yes, I know. I had all kind of trouble over here. I would get into it, but it might take half the show, so we won't go there.
Ay, Dios mío, I know the feeling. So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the fellas prior to you logging in. And this is the question. Did we get Lungi back in? Oh, well, let me ask Lungi and then I'll ask you, okay?
Go ahead.
Because I kind of had it in an order. And you know how I am with my OCD. So what is your definition?
Excuse me. If you are going to go in order, then Yesenia would be next.
I know she would be next, but I had it in order already. Okay, Yesenia, we'll do you.
All right, go ahead.
What is your definition of a hater?
Oh, man, a hater. Let's
see. And Yesenia, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Jamil.
Yes.
Please do not insert a name in there. Like, for example.
Oh, yeah. All right, sure.
Ana Lisa Quiñones is a hater. Don't do that. I don't need a lawsuit. Kidding. Go ahead.
So, a hater, in my definition, would be somebody who is always on an opponent team of whatever it is that you may be going for, because to me it seems haters are personalized. They personally hate on something. It's like they attack one thing or one person, or something is to be hated on. They need something to hate on, focus on. And so I don't know, it's always like this thing that is angled towards one person or one thing. And I feel like it's mostly jealousy, somehow antagonized, sparked, and overgrown somehow into this hatred. Because the truth of the matter is, what starts it to me, I think a hater is somebody who's having maybe a jealousy issue, or I wish that was me, or why can't that be me, or I want that, or that gold looks better on me, or you just don't have it, you never will, or you never did. Something's going on there, and that's just what I think. A hater is somebody who's definitely got to be jealous, or wanting, envious, wanting, or mad because they haven't had some type of wanting that you have.
I like that, Mommy.
Thank you.
Lungi, same question for you. Would you like for me to read it? Did we lose him? It looks
Looks
like
like
we
we
lost
lost
him, and I got him again. Okay. Lungi, same question for you. Would you like for me to read it, or did you hear it?
You gotta unmute, homie.
You're on mute. As long as you guys don't have too much background noise, it is okay to keep it unmuted, because I do it too. I forget that I'm on mute. Lungi, unmute.
I wonder if it's working.
I think it's his signal. All right. So I'm going to go on to question 2 while we get him back. I'll ask him the same question I've asked the rest of the panelists when he gets in. So, what do you do when you're
Can you hear me
hater?
now? I'm back. I'm back.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
back.
Lungi.
Hi, Lundy.
Hey, talk to me. What's
Okay,
good? What's good? What's
okay.
happening? What's the question again?
Question is, what is your definition of a hater?
My definition of a hater. Oh my
Mhm.
God, Donald Trump. Well, I would
Everybody
say a
goes through the
hater.
same thing.
I ain't gonna name drop. Nobody.
He just
But
did. He
my
just did.
definition
Nice
of
and
a
loud.
hater. that was a cough.
It
That was
seems
a
like
that
you're
was just a crazy
hating. You know, it
You
seems
guys
like
have a
you're
way to change my
hating.
whole mood, making me laugh.
Hating on Donald Trump now. Here we go, hating on Trump.
I'ma
I'm
say
with you.
my
Hey,
definition
between
of
you
a
and I, Lundy, I'm with you. That's our little secret, though.
okay,
I'm not telling anybody
okay,
else. It's the whole world.
okay, okay then.
Yeah,
I'ma
Yes,
say my
that is the
definition of a
question for
hater.
you.
I'm gonna say my definition of a hater is somebody who is discouraging of your progress. They discourage and don't encourage uh, your purpose. You know, it's antithetical to people who are supportive of your purpose. That's gonna be my definition of that.
That's good.
Yeah, that was a really good response. Okay, my next question. What do you do? And we'll go in the same order.
Hold on. Andre and Christina Hester.
Yes. Do you want me to read their answer? Would you guys like for me to read their answer?
I want to know Andre Hester. I'll go. I got a partner named Andre Hester, called a white boy. That's why it just threw me off when I saw it. I didn't mean to interrupt, but go ahead. What's the second question you were asking?
Okay. Anyways, I'll read it. So Andre Christina Hester responds, the type of individual who lacks the ability to appreciate the quality of another, and goes further, downright. Okay, then says, sends negative vibrations. Then somebody says, how do you know me? I don't think you guys know each other. I think it's coincidentally just the same name. So what do you do when your hater is your boss, your leader, your teacher, or someone that you are obligated to look to? In alphabetical order.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Okay. What do you do when your hater is your boss, your leader, your teacher, or someone that you are obligated to look to?
Who's first?
Asar, it starts with you.
I'm sorry, say that again.
What do you do when your hater is your boss, your leader, your teacher, or someone that you are obligated to look to? What do you do in those situations?
That's a good question.
I just do what I'm paid to do. You know, I overlook
That's
them.
right.
I've had that experience before. I just, you know, overlook them and just continue to do what I'm supposed to do and allow them to continue to hate. You know, actually, I've made them hate me even more or hate my success even more. So I don't take it personal. You know, if they want to hate, they can hate by
Okay.
themselves. So just continue to do what you're supposed to do.
Gotcha. Jamil, same question for you. Do you need me to read it?
No, no, ma'am. To me, what I do is continue to be successful. That gives that I agree with Asar in that aspect. You know, it's one thing is I've come to take this viewpoint that if nobody's hating, then I'm not doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as I have haters, then I know I'm doing something right. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
I will continue to be me and try to take it up a notch to give them something to really hate about. You know, is because haters are a sign of success, in my opinion. They're a sign that you're doing something right.
Absolutely. I like that answer. Jasenia,
Yes.
same question for you. Would you like for me to read it to you again?
No. In a situation where my authority is my hater, I think that I would do like Asar said and purposely you know, do what I'm supposed to be doing, but I think I would probably purposely even go a little further. Hey, how are you doing today? Is there anything extra you would like me to do today? Just 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 make it to where you can't, I mean, you would love to hate me, you want to hate me so bad, but there's just nothing for you to hate about me, even though I know they still would find something. But in that recollection, because I wouldn't want you to be able to fire me or something I did intentional or didn't do, and then you now have a reason to say, well, this is what I've been saying about this person. I think in that note, I'd make it a point to show you up, because a job is a job, and if we're all capable of the job that we got hired for. So I think I would show them up on every standpoint. Probably get like a promotion.
Okay, since we're good on time today, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story about a hater and what I did. You
Right.
just reminded me, Jay. Lindsay, same question to you. Would you like for me to read it again?
No, you don't have to repeat the question. Um, if my boss or leader or somebody that was an authority figure, significant to my upward mobility, is also hating on me, I would probably I'm looking at one of the 48 laws of power that says never outshine the master.
Mm.
You know, I would not want to put myself in a predicament if I'm under some sort of apprenticeship or some sort of tutelage with this individual in any way. I would not want to. I would want to do my job, kind of like Jasenia said, you know, with
Humbly.
excellence. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to if his hating, because obviously the hating is some sort of competition. You know, it's some sort of, you know, feeling like, you know, I
Threatened.
may be more qualified than he is, even though he has the title.
Hello.
You know, so I'm gonna buy my time, and I'm gonna take the humble road and not try to outshine him and wait till my time to be in that position. You know, if that's the direction I'm going. So I would definitely not want to rock the boat. I would try to, like Jasenia said, I would more or less try to build a bridge than a barrier, you know, between us by, you know, shining on him too much, you know. So I would just, you know, kind of fall back a little bit. I wouldn't downplay my talents when the occasion arises on certain levels, but I wouldn't try to, you know, in front of people, try to embarrass. You know, I think that's more or less what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna shine so bright. He's gonna wanna quit.
I know that's right. All right, so let me tell you guys, I'm the type of person, and Lundy, that was a great answer, and I love humbleness, right? One thing about Lunchtime with Anna is I've gotten where I've gotten because I'm so competitive. I got rode up one time. Now, mind you, I kept getting called into work, and I would come in on my days off. So I get rode up because I'm 2 minutes late. I'm like, what the heck? How I get rode up and I come in, you know, because I'm over the top. I like to be the best at everything I do. And so I'm like, okay, I got you. So right after that, I turned around and I went ahead after that and I just started coming in real early. But because you tried me up the way you tried me up, writing me up for no reason, I excelled so good. Not only did I go on top of you and become your boss, now I could have that power to turn around and write you up for you being a minute or two late, you know, but I didn't. It angered this hater who was my authority figure at one point, right at my job, that they quit. And I ended up, you know, actually doing their position as well as my position. So guys, I mean, there's not a right or a wrong answer, but let it be me. I'm going to continue elevating and I'm going to continue because now you made it for me a bet, and a bet is a game, and I'm going to win at this game. Quinoneses are not losers, and I'm not going to lose. I'm just not. It's not going to happen. So I'm just letting you guys know.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Because I'm kind of looking at the situation like
exactly.
I'm kind of looking at it like a kind of David and Saul kind of situation, where, you know, I don't want to. I think time will put you in a position if you do what you're supposed to do, and you do the right thing, and you don't become a hater indirectly yourself toward that individual. That person will knock themselves out the way. Because
because it made it worse for her.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Jamil.
Hold on. I got to interject right here because if you gonna use David and Saul as a reference to, you know, why you would never try to outshine the master, as you know, the first law of the 48 laws of power. Let's look at that situation from a whole. Saul had screwed himself. That's why David was brought in. So it wasn't a matter of David trying to outshine the master. The master had crossed himself out. So David didn't have to outshine him. He was just doing what he normally naturally does.
Right. And that's typically what haters do. Haters get the position, but they don't last. See, it's more than just the talent that gets you in a position. It's the character.
Okay, exactly. So why would I change? Why I'm not gonna change my character because somebody wants to hate. I'm gonna be me. And if you hate, then that means that there's a deficiency in your perception.
Right.
So I'm not gonna alter who I am because you have a deficiency in your perception. You gotta work on you. But I'm not gonna downplay my ability or downplay myself because you have a problem with it. That's on you. You need to find you something else to go do. If it's my father, if it's my boss, then I don't need to be working for you because my shining makes you look good.
Or bad.
Right, but sometimes you can put yourself in a situation. Sometimes you can walk a thin line with a boss because they can easily get rid of you. They can easily exit.
Good.
Let's take Donald Trump. Let's take Donald Trump. He was firing everybody that was in these positions. He will put these people in these positions, right? And he would get rid of them just as quick as he brought them in.
No. I'm not gonna let y'all. I'm not gonna let you hate on Donald Trump like that.
If they wanted that career growth, they had to walk. Some of them walk the thin line.
You're hating on Trump. You're hating on Trump right now, brother. And I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100.
Trump was a Saul. He hated on himself. That's why he didn't win that second term.
No, we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna allow you to hate on
you're killing me.
Trump like that. I'm not gonna allow you to do that. You're my brother and I love you, but I'm not gonna let you hate on Trump like that. You know.
I love it.
That's
you
not
guys,
how that.
You see how they're having a very classy debate. This is how it should be every week. Because sometimes y'all get out of hand. I'm like, whoa, what just happened here? But Jamil, I'm sorry for you on this one. I'm with Lungy on your boy.
I know what you're a Trump hater too.
And just so that everybody knows, I am a registered Republican, and I do stand with the thoughts of the Republican Party. However, I did not with him. That was a nightmare for 6 years. Anyways. Or 8 years. I'm sorry. 8 years. So
that's because you're a hater. That's why.
No. It's not even that. So when you attack my country, I have a problem with you. My mind ain't gonna change. And like I said, I'm set on my ways. Y'all, I got so set on my ways. There wasn't a lunchtime with Anna that was not airing without me telling people how to vote. So I'm that motivated, okay? Every week. I know they were tired of hearing it. They're like, Jesus, Anna, give me a break. But they kept it in mind. So anyway, my next question. Was that everybody? My next question is, and I really like this because I am airing from Outreach and Prayer today. Have you ever, since growing spiritually, had to literally cuss out, picture me saying it in caps, a hater, and was it worth it?
Woo!
Asar, you're first.
Okay, say that one more time.
Have you ever, since growing spiritually, whatever that is for you, because remember, this is meeting of the minds, had to literally cuss out a hater, and was it worth it?
Yeah, I sure have, and yeah, it's worth it. I'm still cussing them out. I don't mind cussing them out. Cursing is just another language. You know what I'm saying? So it's language not commonly used, but it's a language. So I'll cuss you out now. Sure will, and pray for you afterwards. So yeah, and let me throw this in there real quick.
Okay.
Just for those who may not know and who doesn't do political history, all presidents are brothers. All of them, be it political, be it Democrat. And remember the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. So don't get caught up in the mix, y'all. Start doing your research and really know what's really going on, because it doesn't matter what president is in there, because they're all brothers, and it's about the republic no matter what. Do your research. I just had to throw that in there real quick. But yeah, I'm cussing people out still to this day.
I love it. I love it. Jamil, same question for you.
And the question was, since
whatever your spiritual walk is,
have I had literally cuss out a hater, and was it worth it? Yes, multiple times I've had to light a hater's world up. I'm talking about, I'm just keeping it 100. Multiple times I've had to light a hater's world up. And yes,
wow,
it
not
was
light it up.
Light it up. Fire up. And yes, it was worth it. I'm not gonna lie, it was worth it, because
bro, he just said light the world up.
In Islam, there's a hadith where Prophet Muhammad said, when you go into a land to teach Islam, he said, you speak the language of the people that they understand. And sometimes when you're dealing with haters, the only language that they understand is the language that they speak. So, you can't congratulate a hater because they're gonna hate. You can't speak peacefully or rightfully or spiritually to haters because they don't understand that language. You have to speak the language that they understand, and then in doing so, then they realize, damn, I maybe shouldn't have hated on him, or I should have chose my words a little bit more effectively, or whatever. But it gives them something to think about. And yeah, it was worth it to see the look on their face after they got their world lit up. Yeah, shut your mouth.
Yeah, let's
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Yeah,
cookie, man. Jesus Christ. I think I know where Jasenya's gonna go with this. Jasenya, same question for you.
Well, man. So, let's see. Of course, Anna knows I have cussed people out. But and yes, we all know it feels good. But I'm just saying, on the real, like, yes, in the spirit, growing in a spiritual manner, I would say
I lost you, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hello?
Yes, you're back.
All right. So I would say in the spiritual manner trying to grow. So yeah, cussing somebody out, I think that I hate to say this, and it kind of reminds me, I think was that Jamil when he said people, it depends. To me, I was about to say it depends who you are, because some people you can't get through to them unless you talking to them on their level, like he said. But on other notes, it's like, you know what, I am going to kill you with kindness. As a matter of fact, excuse me. As a matter of fact, hello, how are you doing today? God bless you. Excuse me. Can I hold the door open for you? May I open that candy for your daughter? You might in turn try to cuss me out because I'm just too damn polite for no damn reason. You just might want to cuss me out before it's all over with, because I know how to hit you without hitting you nowadays. So I don't think I have to cuss you out. You just want to probably kill me by the time I leave. You just hate me that much, and I'm just too damn pleasant with my head sky high, and you just can't figure out why I'm prancing around so damn hard. It's because
I
you
know
hate
that's
me
right.
and I got this. And there's no way to turn it around unless I give you that ugliness to use against me. And at this
There
point,
you go.
I'm too high in the sky for you to do that.
Yes, ma'am. Good answer. I like that. Longy, same question for you.
Well, I'm typically not a person that uses profanity, right? But
Mhm.
I will say that I have had those occasions. Yeah, it is a situation where um, it does happen, and you know you do have to get on people's level sometimes. That's definitely the case. But I will acknowledge that over the years, those instances have become fewer and fewer and fewer
Mhm. Mhm.
to the point to where now it's very rare that those kind of occasions come into my life.
Mhm.
So I'm grateful for that part. I'm not saying I'm not giving credit to me. I just have grown and matured up in some areas.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I just thank God that I don't handle conflicts with haters the same way. And I do have a specific instance where I overreacted and misinterpreted the situation completely, and me and that person subsequently became very close friends and are still close friends to this day. When I thought that the relationship between me and this individual was totally over,
Mhm.
because of how angry I was and how I overreacted rashly without really looking into the entirety of the situation. And so I think sometimes you have to really weigh out and really see what's really going on in the situation, because you may be losing somebody that's valuable
Yeah,
because of how you
absolutely.
react to a situation. I know we've had it out with some of our closest friends. I know everybody probably has at some point in time had it out with people that they're best of friends with right now. And that's a part of life. So yeah, I've had it, but it's really been fewer than it was in my earlier years.
Yeah.
And can
Um,
I add something I forgot?
of
I
course you
guess,
may.
yes, thank you. I was thinking about the question in thorough, and I guess I answered it, but if you look into it, but just for me to say the second part of the answer, I think in a spiritual note, if I would have cussed someone out, I think I would have been felt bad aftermath, because of the fact that, where, like he just said, Lungi just mentioned, where would have been the growth in just splatting out a few angered, you know, noises. You know what I'm saying? Where's the growth within me? So, in turn to the question, just to answer the immediate second part of the question, yes, in a spiritual manner, I would feel bad if I was to lapse and cuss someone out and get on that level, as opposed to able to handle things as a mature adult and knowing what things are important and what things to argue for and not.
That
I
makes
res-
sense.
I I respect that a whole lot, But you don't have to be mad when you curse somebody out. Because when I curse you out, I'm still praying for you. And I'm
Wait,
feeling
what? Say
good
that
when I
again.
do it.
Hey,
I
yeah,
don't
that
I
is
don't
true.
I
I
don't
do,
feel
Hey,
like I'm
cussing.
on no
know a
lesser
He said,
level.
SAR.
Trey.
I feel so good when I curse him out and pray
Okay.
for him and everything. Be like, have a blessed day. You know,
Hey,
like really.
y'all, that is true about a SAR. I do know a SAR on a personal level. I can name one time. I don't think I've ever seen a SAR. There was a situation on set. We were in Decatur rehearsing. He knows what I'm talking about. Man, that man was heated, but he was almost nice. Like, that's it, I'm done. Turned around, found everything the same day. It's like, all right, peace. I don't know about what cussing and whatever else took place that day because I left. I don't stick around for drama. I was the first one to leave. That was none of my business. So I heard about it like way after the fact. So anyway, I want to say this. Since I've been a born again Christian for 27 years now, come June, 27 years. A lot of things have been happening lately that's been, making some things go some ways. But anyways, with that being said, it has taken a lot from me. I was always very fiery. I'm Latina by nature, we are. You said something, I was coming right back. We gonna fist this out. I don't care. I had no problem with cussing you out. What I've learned throughout the years is, in this crazy walk, right, is sometimes it's just better to let them have it. To let them just cuss, and kill them with kindness. And you kill them with kindness by just ignoring them. And I'll say, because I have to add that in, elevating, let them watch how much more you have elevated since they left your world. I love to put those bets in my life, and believe you me, a hater or somebody who cusses me out or whatever, you're going to need me before I need you. I'll make sure of that. So I just wanted to add that because it is something that, by nature, right? I think as humans, our reaction is to defend ourselves. But just sometimes think to yourselves that it might be better and easier to just let them have it. Let them have it. Let them have it. But I bet you what, they're going to need you and your awesome self before you need them. Trust me, they will. Does anybody have any final statements? Nope.
Cuss them out with kindness. You all have to remember, I'm a writer. I write dialogue for a living. So, I can put some curse words in a sentence that sounds so sweet and to the point. I'm telling you, when you go to
I
sleep.
can do that in Spanish. I can make it look
Yes.
lovely.
I'm telling you. They'd be like, did he really say that? Like, yes.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That was funny. So let's go on to the next question. Next question. How many have I asked, guys? This is a good one. 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Okay. What do you teach your children or young people in general about how to handle haters? Jamil loves these questions. Why you keep laughing, boy?
Because when you add it, I know. Are we going in order?
You guys can answer in whatever order. It's fine. You guys been very respectful today, so y'all can just take the floor.
You know,
I'll leave it to y'all.
with that right there, I feel like a SAR. I teach my kids to cut them out with kindness. You know, I agree. You know,
Can you give me an
with
example?
kindness. You gotta be a master of your wordplay and put it together so that they
Y'all
understand.
killing me.
If you blah 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 blah, but you never have to say it like that. You just, you know, you don't have to. You just, like you said, you put the words together in a way that it sounds so respectfully disrespectful. You know,
I love
and,
that.
and you can't do nothing but just
Without
look at me.
without cussing.
Yeah, you just look so, you look at me dumbfounded because you know that I just disrespected you, but it was so beautifully said that you can't do nothing but accept it and just walk off. That's it. That's how you do that. I'm talking about that. Asar said it beautifully. Cuss him out with kindness. You know, you be so respectfully disrespectful, and they learn. They learn. That's one thing. One thing I know a hater cannot do. They cannot respond to respectful disrespect or being cussed out with kindness because they don't know how to. They don't know. You can't.
Well,
They don't.
you don't have to cuss people out. You don't have to use like bad words. I can tell
That's what we
you
said.
in a
You be
million ways.
respectful. That's exactly what being. That's exactly what being respectfully disrespectful is. You don't have to use curse words.
Classy.
But like the stuff that you write scripts. People like write raps or stories, movies, whatever, songs. You know how to put words in, even if you're not a musician or you just have a grasp of the English language or whatever language that you speak, and you understand that words are power.
Mhm.
They're incantations,
Mhm.
and if you put them together the right way, they produce an effect. They produce an effect. So that's no. Asar said it beautifully. I salute that. Cuss them out with kindness. Really, that's what I would teach my children, and I would make sure that they had I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna end it because I know I've probably been over the minute and a half time limit. There used to be a show on ABC called My Wife and Children with Damon Wayans, and they had this little kid on there. I forget what his name was, but he was like a genius at like 8 years old or something like that. And he was so smart that a lot of time he would be respectfully disrespectful, and it would go over everybody's head.
That's how it's supposed to be. I love it.
That's exactly how it's gonna. A hater does not know how to respond to that because it'll go over their head. They'll miss it.
I love that. Whoever would like to can go next.
Well, I have a daughter, my oldest daughter, rather, my second oldest, had an encounter when she was in high school as a teenager, and her teacher called her mom up to the school, and the teacher told her mom, said, your daughter cursed me out. She said, but I wasn't upset at her because this was the first time someone cursed me out in a proper manner. She's like, she was so proper in how she used her words that I told her, if you use words that are not harmful, the way you use those harmful words, you will be a straight A student. So I know for a fact that my daughter gets that from me. She can put some words together and she won't be yelling, she won't be screaming, her voice won't be loud. She'll just put it in a sentence and keep it moving. So I don't necessarily teach them to curse, but they do know that words have power. And they had to learn that, there are certain people that you may have to use those words for, and there are people that you don't have to use those words for. But that's something that they had to learn, and I allowed them to learn that. But I've never gotten on them about cursing. I told them just beware because it's called cursing for a reason. You are cursing someone when you use those words. That's why it's called cursing, just like spelling, you're putting a spell on someone. So be careful of the words you use, but when you use them correctly, you know.
Masterful.
So my children, some of them curse, some of them don't. But the ones who do curse, oh, it's going to be so, you know,
Disrespectful.
intellectual. You'd be like,
Oh,
I can't believe
intellectual.
they just said what they said with the words they just said.
Okay.
So just be. I teach mine to be balanced. Be able to walk away, be able to say what you gotta say. But if you're in a situation where the only thing they know are curse words, then just
hmm
teach them how to curse if they're gonna curse. So yeah, my children, some of them curse, some of them don't. But when they do curse, they know how to curse. I'll put it that way.
And
Well,
see, that's why I advise people when you have a hater and they do stuff like that, they cuss you out even intellectually, right? What you do is you turn around and you elevate even more because you stomp on those words. Y'all hear me? Y'all better be strong. Y'all better be leaders. Y'all better stomp on those words.
that's
I'm just saying. Just saying.
yeah.
You go ahead.
That's pretty much what I was about to say. Like in some of it, well, I guess what I was about to say was like, in the most part, I teach my children that there are haters out there. They're like almost all over the place. It's hard to find someone who's actually on your side. So pretty much be aware of your surroundings. Know that it's there, just like you know that a tree is in the woods. Know that the
Mhm.
haters are present. They are all around you. Watch your step. I don't teach them to be in fear, but I teach them to be aware. If it's not there, you keep going. I try to teach them to disconnect as much as possible. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But you have to interact. They are there. I teach them that also. So I guess that's really a hard thing, but overall I just teach them to do the best that they can, because do continue to do what they're doing, because whatever you're doing and whoever you are, that is what's making that person hate automatically. Automatically, you must be doing something right. Keep doing what you're doing. Remember who you are at all times. Do not get lost in the world. The world is full of haters. It's almost scary now that I hear myself say that, because I pretty much teach them that almost everybody is a hater. So, I guess that leaves other things, who to choose as friends. Like there's a lot of other things that could come up from that. But I do pretty much teach my children that it's like a big audience. And most of them in that audience are not on your side. So
Mhm.
be wary of what you're doing and where you are, and make decisions that are most valuable to these seconds that you're enduring, because each potential thing that you're doing are just seconds and they'll all be over soon. So that's pretty much how I try to make them look at things, because the world is a scary place. And if you are not careful, they will come to harm you. And they start with little things that look very innocent. And
Mhm.
oh, they create a big thing. And so I try to teach them to stay away from that big old thing that it can become. And it starts really small. Innocence is not always innocence. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody just sent me a message. Yeah, that makes perfect sense uh, to me what you're saying, and especially with kids, you have to be able to balance things out, right? You have to be able to show them to be good people and excel in things. that they do or whatever. Jim, I'm sorry. Whoa, where are we at? Lungi, same question for you. Who did we lose, Lasar?
Okay, can you give me the question again, please?
Yes. Y'all, I'm sorry. Okay. What do you teach children or young people in general about how to handle haters?
Okay. With me, I definitely don't believe in teaching kids to be pushovers, to let people just run all over them. You know, you have to know how to stand up for yourself. That's one of the first things I believe that somebody needs to teach their kid. But on the flip side, I also would teach them to not, I guess, when like they say, when they go low, you know, you go high. You know, not to be on the level of those that are haters. You know, I don't think when they go low, you should hit below the belt and go even lower than them. You know, but I definitely would teach. I definitely would teach them. You know, to love. You got to. I mean, if we're gonna be biblical, you know, which is my stance. You know, you got to teach them on some level to love your enemies, right?
Yeah.
So, how does that flesh out when you're talking to some children? You know, and kids are very immature. Kids are very immature, and they're dealing with some very immature situations. So, you know, they still have to take the higher road, but they shouldn't just let people run over them. I tell them, if somebody hits you, hit them back. You know. But
Yeah,
once
I
you
know
get
that's
old,
right.
once you get old enough, you might go to jail for hitting somebody. So you don't need to just be hitting folks back.
I
You
know
know,
that's
you
right.
might need to call the police on them and have them locked up. So, you know, I guess that's where I'm at.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I do kind of agree with you. Huh?
I see. I just saw that my girl popped up, and we ain't heard nothing from her, man. Hold up, Chrissy's
Okay.
in the house, and ain't no what?
I was about to go there. Dang, Jamil, I'm gonna have you co-host with me.
No,
You can't be
ain't no
answering
hosting.
questions beginning next week, buddy.
Ain't no co-hosting. I'm just saying. I just saw that she was what? If she been silent, usually Chrissy came through with the introduction, like the party ain't a party till she come through.
Is she here with us?
And I ain't heard nothing, man. I'm like, what?
She snuck up. She snuck up on us this time.
That's not how that
But
goes.
I was trying to be nice, and because people
I
were
know
talking,
you was.
so I didn't want to interrupt the whole thing by saying, "What up?"
That's what I'm looking for.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? What?
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
All right. Christy, this question is for you. How are you doing, Mama? Nice to have you here.
Hey
Nice
guys,
to.
I'm so sorry. I've been cooking and barbecuing up on this Memorial Day. And so we was outside. I was like, oh snap, it's past time. So I done fed everybody, and so everybody kind of disappeared. But we fed the community today, so I'm excited about what this day brings.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that
Most
was so
definitely.
sweet.
Congratulations. That was up.
I try to do a little community service, y'all. I try so hard.
Great job.
You guys know what? And I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the show. Today, let's remember, right? each soldier that has given their life. There's so many people that have died. For one, my uncle Jose Luis Quiñones, who you could see over in Washington, and many others who have died out there. We know the price that you had to pay. We know that your wife lost you. We know that family lost you. And a lot of them were 19, 20 years old. So just imagine you losing a family member that young in the military to something that many of us people of color do not agree with. However, I'm not going to talk about my stance on that because I do come from a full line of military background in my family, so I can't speak against something that helped me become a better person. With that being said, Christy, would you like for me to read to you the question?
Yes. Just as long as say, just for understanding and stability's sake.
Okay. I got to put on my glasses, y'all. I'm like trying to read and all I can see is little dots. Okay. So what do you teach your children or young people in general about how to handle haters?
Oh my God, I love this question. Look, I tell my daughter all the time because my daughter has some haters. I don't know why. I don't even understand it sometimes, but my daughter and her friends have numerous of haters. And so one thing I tell her, I say, baby, don't worry about them haters because they watching you move up. Don't belittle yourself to come down on their level. Don't worry about what they talking about. Now, one of them touch you, you handle your business because your mama got your back 100%.
Oh, that's right.
If you right, I got your back. If you wrong, I'm going to tell you wrong, but I'm going to still have your back. So, I mean, my child went through some stuff because she had a bully she was dealing with. And she went to her teacher. Her teacher did nothing. She went to the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor did nothing. She then went to the principal. The principal did nothing. We went to the school board. School board did nothing. My daughter whooped her butt the very next day.
Mm-hmm.
And the principal said, Christy, what, Miss Christy, what are you going to tell your daughter? Great job. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you need me to whoop her mama? What do you need me to do?
That's right, Christy. Baby. That's right.
It goes down like that sometimes.
That's right. That's right.
And
there is not a thing. None of us. I know Jasenia will do it for her babies, as everybody that knows me knows I'll do it.
Giving all good, intelligent answers, but she really know I'll get real loose, boy. Baby, what you gonna?
What about my babies? Who? What?
The fire department. You gonna need the helicopter. You gonna need the.
I've done it before. They had to call the cops on me and stuff.
Hey, after that
That's
day,
with my babies.
That bully never messed with my daughter again. And the principal asked me, was I going to punish my daughter? I said, for what? I don't even believe that she needs to get suspended because she followed the chain of command and none of y'all did anything. Nobody stood up for her. So she took it and she had no choice to take it into her own hands. And I tell her to this day, baby, you follow whatever they tell you to follow. And when that don't work, you make your own rules. And when you have to suffer the consequences, you make sure that you can handle the consequences that you have to suffer. But in anything that we do, there are going to be consequences, good or bad. So I just tell my kids, even to this day, baby, hate's going to come. We're going to duke it out. We're going to, we're going to have to do what we do. But you make sure that you handle them intelligently first. Because I'm going to tell you something. You can, like, I'm like that song. I know y'all going to know how old I'm in. Sometimes I can be nice. Sometimes I can be nasty. But if you really ask me, I'm going to tell you I'm nicey. My mouth is reckless. And I taught my daughters and my son
Miss
how to tell people off. and without, you cuss them without cussing them. Because I told my daughter this manager was racist to my daughter when she was at work. And I told a woman, she got mad and called the police on me. I said, ma'am, if you can't have a 12 and 14-year-old, why would they put you in management? Matter of fact, you need to be sweeping the floor and the janitor need to be the manager. Y'all need to switch positions because you're unintelligent and you cannot handle a 12, 13, 14-year-old. Ma'am, something is wrong with you because you are 50, 60 years old still working at Brookshire's. You ought to be depressed right now. That's all that's going on in your life.
Wow. Oh, Lord.
She got police on.
Jasenia,
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I hope that little man is doing okay.
Yeah, I don't know. He says he thinks it's his ear. We went to the beach yesterday and we went to the beach today because it was a holiday. And now it's swollen the whole entire. When he tries to eat, it's hurting his throat, his mouth, and all. He's begging me to take him to the nighttime pediatrics. I know he's 10.
Jackson. Besitos from Titiana. I hope you feel better. I'm gonna ask you one last question, Jay, and
Go ahead.
I'll release you. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I feel
No,
so bad. He's never
Handle
asked,
your baby.
He's never
Handle your
begged me
baby.
to take him to the
Handle-
pediatrics. I said, well, let's
handle
go to the
little man.
hospital in a little bit. He's like, no, Mom, the nighttime pediatrics, please. I was like, oh, God. Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at I got a few questions here. I want to ask you guys like 2 or 3 more like this. Okay. Jay, and I think I know the answer to this. Y'all, I have known Jay since we've been teenagers, okay? So I really know Jay. Like, we've been through the cussing, we've been through the
We've had all
through the
those,
loving.
just
We've
like
had it
Lungi
all
said, all
out
those
to where,
examples,
girl, I'm
those are
never
those
talking to you
examples were
again.
us.
And it has
Yeah,
just
we've
came
been
around
through a
because we've
lot.
been friends so many
Yes.
years that it's
Yes.
almost like we're sisters.
It's like
you know?
sisters. Yeah. You can't
Yeah.
have a sibling that you haven't had any experiences with, good and bad, or it wouldn't be real.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like to the point where I'm sure she was like, I don't ever want to talk to that baby again. And I was probably the same way. But we just came around and then be like a year later, what's up, girl? How you been? I'm
Yeah.
okay. How you been? Let's catch up. And then we just catch up like we never skipped a beat. But
Right.
so I think I know the answer to this, Jay, but I'll
What
let
is
you
it?
answer it. What do you do when your spouse hates on you?
Oh,
I've
well,
had
you
that.
really, I see why, you know what, Ann, that's, it's really unfair for you to ask me that, but she already knows, like she says, she
Hold up,
this is a great question.
hold
This
up.
is-
Time
yeah.
out. Why is it unfair? You should have said that.
No.
It was a joke, guys. It was a joke. It was a joke. I'm just being sarcastic to the
I
extent.
ain't going for it.
I'm being sarcastic to the extent that she knows me. That's all. To
That's
just
something
say what she
behind
would say.
There's
But
something behind
the
that.
point is that I have been in that situation.
Yes,
That is
has.
all she's trying to get
She
me
has.
to say.
Yes.
She's trying to let me say my own business. So thank you. But I'm clearing that up for them. But what it is I've been in that situation. She knows that all too well. Oh my God, my mother used to be
So
like,
fun.
"Yo, Jasenia, you're sleeping with the enemy." And I'd be like, "Yo,
Yeah, know the
Mom."
feeling.
I'd be like,
Yes.
"Yo, Mom, come on, man." And
How?
but the truth is,
But I love him.
yeah,
Hating on you.
but he's good. No, but he's good. I don't see what they are. And the truth of the matter is they were. It was almost as if someone was stepping on your neck. So you're trying to excel. You're a bird. You're trying to fly. And they're steady snipping at your wings. Just a little bit, so small at a time that you can barely notice the feather being plucked. So with that being noted in, it's hard to see it. But in that situation, once you do find out that they are hating on you, because remember, your loved ones, your spouse can be your hater. And I have been in that situation, and I don't know why they stay, but it's almost that they're envious of you. They do not want you to soar past a certain branch, because if you do, then they cannot keep their clutches into you. You're too
They
bright
can
for them.
control
You're
you.
too much for them. You're too intelligent for them. You can go to the next building blocks. They cannot. Okay, so with that being said, there's something about you that they're so jealous of they want to keep you contained in a box. They will do anything it takes. So you would have to you would have to get away from them. You would have to, and it'd be a trap. You wouldn't want to, because that's how the enemy would want to keep you there. You're somebody, and for some reason you're trying to get kept down, and you've got to disconnect so you can catapult to the next level where you should have been ages ago. But that person, that leech, that thing, that freaking clutch is keeping you down, and you just can't see it because the pudding might be too good. You know,
Yeah,
you
well,
just
I'm talking
rolling
about, but
over in
I
the
love
pudding.
him. Yep.
No, you rolling over in the pudding, and in the bedroom, you rolling in the pudding.
I know
When you're at the
exactly what
bank,
you're
you just
saying,
swiping and
but
swiping.
I
You
love
could be
him.
blind by so many different things, either the pudding good or the money good. But you
Yep.
better wake up,
Yep.
Sally,
Oh,
cause
what
the
about
pudding good.
me?
That's why you got to
Yo,
be
for soon.
independent.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, you have to soar to the next level and do your own things. You got to
I know
disconnect,
that's
because
right.
it's a real situation. That thing happens for real, you guys. I'm telling you, they out there to
Yep.
get you. They want to keep
Heck
you
yeah,
down. You better
destroy your
move
whole
on.
life.
Listen, I got
Oh,
away from
motherfucker
them,
beat me.
and now I'm really independent. I'm not trying to be boastful. I don't tell my business. You guys, I got out of that situation unwanting to, because it was
Mhm.
that captivating. It was that
Mhm.
serious. They were taking
Mhm.
just a little bit at a time where you just couldn't see it. But boy,
Mhm.
I went out on faith, and I just did it anyway, against my will. Something made me, forced me. And when I did, I tell y'all, no dang on lie, I got a concrete floor built from the floor up. It took me 4 years from the time I left them till today. I got a
Yep.
brand new concrete house from the floor up, built for a room for each one of my children designated. You hear me? And I never tell you I thought
Mhm.
I could do something like that. I thought I had to have the
Amen.
spouse. I thought I had to
My
have
girl.
no, baby. You got to disconnect. Them haters is real.
It's a
I
blessing.
done been
Yes.
over there living in somebody, paying rent to somebody else. Somebody I got a man. Child boo.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I know that's right.
So yep,
Yes.
disconnect from them haters. They be right in your bedroom. Get them out.
Yes. Hey, and I just have to say, sometimes, just sometimes, even when you're dating with somebody, because both Jasenia and I know for a fact, and I know Christy has as well, been in that situation when it's been your own spouse. They will literally try to destroy your whole world to
Yes.
where you're like, it's almost like a Jezebel spirit. You're like, what in the world just happened? I mean, you're losing your mind. You're
Yeah.
like, yo, what happened? But once you brush that off, baby, let me tell you about how these guys will be back, and they will be lurking your profile and lurking your house and
Oh
lurking everything
yeah.
else that you do, and they will want you back. But that's why you cut them off, period. Cut them off. Like, you have no chance. Eat your heart out. This is what you could have had, but you just pushed me to do better and be better without you, and you just taught me I could do it on my own. Straight up. Next person. That question is for you, whoever would like to answer it next.
I would say, in a situation like that, where my spouse, my wife, first, let me say, my wife loves me very much, and I just, as much as she's done to see me successful, I could never see her like hating on me. But in a situation like where that ever was to take place, I would first explain to my wife that, baby, do you not understand that my success is a reflection of you?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
you have no reason to hate, because you are a direct recipient of everything good that comes to me. You are the reason that everything good is coming to me. In the book of Proverbs, it says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So if you are a direct reason for why I'm receiving what I'm getting, and there's no reason for you to hate, baby. You need to congratulate yourself. Congratulate yourself.
Jackson.
But she might hate because you're smarter than her.
Say that again?
And that's your own doing. She might hate because you're smarter than her, and that's your own doing. She didn't help you do that. I'm just saying, people hate for different reasons.
If she was hating because I was smarter than her, then I would do what it took to bring her up to my level of understanding or knowledge. I would teach her what I know, and then and push her to excel beyond that. Don't let your knowledge stop because of my limitation. Because knowledge is infinite. Knowledge is infinite.
Okay.
That would be what I would tell my wife. You are a direct influence and recipient of everything that I receive. So please don't do. There's no reason for you to hate. No reason.
Now, let me ask you a question before I go on to the next person. What does she continue to hate? Such as it's been the case for some of us, that they continued hating. It got worse.
If she continue to hate, well, I would have to figure out something else because, or whatever it is, we would talk about it, baby. What's the problem? Because divorce isn't an option, so, and neither is cheating. So I would have to figure out. We would have to come to some type of understanding and figure out, baby, what is it? What's the problem?
Well, at least you're a good man.
Yeah, because some of these guys, they'd be like, bet.
Right.
Watch how I'm about to drag you.
That's going to be the first two things they do.
Horrible to the world. So, hey, that's good.
That's what most of them do.
No, that's not an option. So it's like we would have. I would understand that there's a breakdown somewhere in the communication. And I would try to find the breakdown, and find out where the communication is breaking down at, and do what it takes to fix it. Because I've come to realize it's been a long. I've been dealing. I wasn't always at this level of understanding or like commitment. And I've been on both sides of the fence, so I realize what it's like. I've been a player. I've been all the negative sides of what a man's supposed to be. I've done that, but now I got knowledge of self, and I understand life. I understand relationships. I understand love. So I know that love is something contrary to being two people feeling sorry for each other. Love is something that will push you to go beyond what you thought you had in you for something or someone that you have feelings for, or that you have care for, or any type of bond or tie to. So in a situation where my wife is hating on me, somewhere, like I said, this communication is broke down, because baby, this is supposed to be love coming from you, not hate. So we need to find out what have I done, or why? What's here? Where did this come from, and what am I doing because I might have become arrogant. I might have become unattentive. I might have lost affection. Anything could have happened during the process of me becoming successful, and that I'm missing. And this might be what's causing her to hate. So I need to find out what it is. What it is, because success, if it's unchecked in a person, will bring about arrogance. Look at Kanye. Look at a lot of these successful people out here. Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Shaq, all of them. You get successful, you get arrogant, and then you end up losing those good women who were with you, who helped you get where you're at. So I will try to find out where's the breakdown that's causing my wife to hate on me, especially if this isn't something that's normal. I have to find out where's the breakdown and why are you hating?
That makes sense. Next person.
I guess I'll go. So my spouse is hating on me. I really like Jamil's answer. I feel like a grown man.
Wait. You what?
Yeah, that's why I said your face. I know, like I know we're in uncharted territory right now. So I'm gonna tread lightly.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy.
But that's a grown man's answer. You know, that's a person that's seasoned. That's that type of answer. But how many times do we deal with grown men in these situations? A lot of times we're still dealing with little boys that's trying to be men and overexert themselves in trying to prove their manhood and not educated enough to know what a husband is. So a lot of times they have it all mixed up, confused, and discombobulated. And I think it's different for women. A man don't want, and I'm not saying it's true on all levels, but in society, a man will dim a woman's light because he don't want her to outshine him. Whereas if you do it the opposite way,
a lot of men do.
A woman sometimes would dim her own light so that her husband's light can shine even brighter.
Yeah.
So when you have those conflicting ideas, right? So my husband is going to dim my light. That means he's going to do whatever it is to dim my light because he doesn't want me to outshine him. So for those of us who make mistakes and marry children or people who are not ready to be married, or we was in the lust and the flesh and it's not really our person, then we go through hardships, we go through heartaches, we go through pain because we're trying to make this man into a grown-up or into maturity that he's not there yet. So what I do dealing with a hating spouse or a spouse that's hating on me, I still let my light shine. And I pray to God. Whereas for me, divorce is an option because I feel like that's some kind of abuse. That's neglect. That's going to hurt me.
The Bible talks about that too.
Well, I said because I was in an abusive relationship verbally, and it hurt me to the point that I wouldn't look in the mirror. I thought I was ugly. I thought I was unsmart. Everything that he said to me, I took on. I wouldn't dress in any kind of way. Now, y'all, right now, I ain't in that level because I think I'm the sexiest woman on earth. I feel like I'm beautiful. I feel like I'm marvelously and wonderfully made. But it took me a lot to get to this point. And because I am here, I refuse to let anybody dim that light or tell me otherwise, and I believe it. So it's like you have to take charge. And if you have to let that person go, because the very person or the very thing that you're holding on to may be the very thing that God is trying to separate you from, and you holding on hurting yourself. So I don't condone abuse in any way. And if you are being abused, if you're being physically, mentally, or emotionally abused, get out. Get out. Seek counseling, get help, heal your body, heal yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
And I will add to that that a lot of times, and men don't realize this, your words can really break down a woman. It sometimes, and we spoke of this earlier, right? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can hurt that woman so bad that it's worse than punching her in the freaking eye and making both her eyes black and blue. And I've been there. I've been in a relationship where it was like that. But fortunately for me, I didn't care because I didn't care about him. So I was just like, you say whatever you're saying. I mean, that's I'm just ignoring you. I'm going to continue elevating on my own, and you're not part of my future. Because I think men don't understand this neither. And think of the movie The Color Purple, and this is my advice to everybody.
Oh, that's my favorite movie.
When a woman makes up her mind, you can continue doing things. She's warning you. But there's going to come up that time where she makes up her mind, I'm done. And you can give her $1 billion. I guarantee you she ain't coming back. I guarantee you she ain't coming back. Men need to understand that. Yep. And that's it.
Can I interject? If you don't mind?
Yes, you may.
Okay, may I interject? Because that is proper English. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Like I said earlier, I've been on both sides of that fence, of that coin. And it's you guys. It took a long time for me to come out of that. So I understand what it's like, because some people don't understand with men, and this is not to justify in any way, shape, form, or fashion emotional abuse or any type of abuse or hate, but it's to enlighten. Many men, contrary to what is popularly believed, go through so much emotional abuse in childhood that it plays out in ways dealing with women that we don't even realize at times, because we are taught in the streets, especially for those like myself. I didn't have my father at home, so all the game or knowledge of what I thought I got about being a man, I got it from two places. I got it from the streets, from my homies in the street, and I got it from men at church. So I grew up with conflicting thoughts in my head about what a man is supposed to be. But when I saw, I had to look, okay, I'm going to church and I'm learning. I see these guys at church, but these guys, obviously, you guys don't go through the same thing I go through. And half of them don't like me really anyway, because their daughters might like me or something. They feel like I'm being managed. So I'm not listening to anything that they're saying. So I'm listening to the homies in the streets, OGs and stuff, who are little homies like myself at the time. And this is where we're getting our ideologies about manhood from. So when it comes to dealing with women, we're misguided. We're misguided, and it plays out in relationships down the line, and we're acting out of miseducation or trying to keep up an image instead of dealing how we really are discussing what's really going on with us, whatever. We keep things bottled up because we're taught men aren't supposed to cry, men aren't supposed to do this, men aren't supposed to do that, men are supposed to be tough, don't show no emotion, don't do this, don't do that. And when you're dealing with a woman who loves you or cares about you, they need to see this from time to time. They need communication. They need affection. They need all these things that we're taught in the street. Now, man, fuck, excuse me. But, don't do this or don't do that. Don't say this or don't say that. And then when you get in a relationship with a woman who really loves you, like I said, or cares about you, you're dealing with things in the wrong way. And it takes, like for me, it took getting the knowledge of self, learning about the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad before I broke out of that mindset. And it took me getting married to realize and understand, man, that this is the best thing in the world. This is a wife, though. This is the best thing in the world. And understanding the feminine energy and the power of it in your life, this is the balance. And when you have that, you're able to move with power that I didn't realize until I got married and broke out of the miseducation. So for you sisters out there, whether you're on the panel or you're listening, if you have a man who you care about or you love or you're dealing with, you're interested in, whatever, and you feel like he's worth it, peep the signs of miseducation. If you're knowledgeable, look for those things that are contrary to what you believe. Now, if you think men are supposed to be a sucker or just do whatever you want them to do, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the women who really understand what the man role, or I'm not gonna say role, but the man's position
in the relationship.
And in life. And you see potential, but you also see miseducation. Take that. It's not for every woman, because every woman doesn't have the capability or the knowledge to help inform a brother on without tearing him down.
Mm-hmm.
Or the ability to tear him down with love so that you can build him back up in love. But for those of you who do, if you see the signs of miseducation in the brother, take the time to tear him down in love. Tear down that miseducation with love. Don't do it with negativity or hate or in it, because that's just going to push him further into the miseducation, or validate in his eyes the miseducation and cause him to miss everything that you're trying to bring into his life.
Thank you for that. Wow. That was a lot, ladies. Some of us will remember all of that, because sometimes it's just expected for a man to be a man, and from a woman's point of view, we forget that stuff. Who's next? Is it Lungi? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right and I'm still not jacking it up.
Yeah, you good. Give me the question one more time.
Oh, hang on, you guys. I'm sorry. We were at what? It was about the spouse, correct?
Right.
Okay, so the question is, hang on. Okay, what do you do when a spouse hates on you?
Okay. I think it's tragic that love has its bad side. You know, that's supposed to be the most special relationship in the world. You know, and I think there's levels to it. I kind of feel like, on some level, some situations are small and can be worked through. But then, like some of the situations that were mentioned earlier, ongoing hating, I guess you can say, it's tragic. And I think if I'm not married to that person, I would want to find the courage to forgive myself for the decision I made for falling so deep into this relationship. If I'm at a point to where I can't walk it back because I'm caught up in the love
Commitment. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the love trap, right? And here I am, seeing that this person is not what I need because this person is detracting from me and not adding to me, But if I'm married, I think the first thing is to try to work through the situation, depending on how enormous the situation is, because hating can be, direct and indirect. So many things a person can do to indirectly just hate on you. And in a relationship with a spouse, I wish that on nobody. Because I think that person can hurt you the deepest because they're the closest person to you, and I would just pray, definitely the first thing I would do is pray and ask God what I should be doing, and if it calls for divorce, I just find that hard to swallow. Because for me, when I marry you, I've thought through this in a mature way. I've looked at all the sides of the relationship, and I know what I want. And I wasn't rash about the decision that I made. I didn't just meet you and 3 weeks later we're getting hitched. We're off to some destination wedding or whatever. I'm gonna take some time to really know you. And I don't foresee myself marrying someone that could potentially be a snake in the grass. I see myself prayerfully, trustfully in God, marrying someone that would truly be my better half. And I think that goes to the hating dynamic. It's like, I don't mind having conflicts, and I think conflicts can be handled in a mature way. But when it's something, if it's something very detrimental, I definitely have to make the best decision for my peace. I definitely have to make the best decision for my well-being, and as well the best decision for her, because like they talk about these nowadays, these toxic relationships, it may be in both of our best interest to part ways, so I guess that's my take on it.
Okay, you guys, I was going to go till 9 o'clock, but I want to, Asar, the question is for you now. Do you wish for me to repeat it?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the question is, what do you do when a spouse hates on you?
Well, I've never been married, so I can't speak.
A serious relationship is as good.
Okay, I've had a couple of those, and neither one of them ever hated. If anything, they uplifted, motivated, which was great, So I'm glad matter of fact, I've never had a relationship with a woman where she hated on me. If anything, she was proud, happy, or encouraged, me to do better. So I don't know how that feel, or if I had been in a relationship and my mate hated on me, we wouldn't have been in that relationship. That relationship wouldn't have lasted, because I don't see how you can grow. And I'm sure you'll go through the process of praying, trying, but and hoping that person change, but I don't see how that foundation can stand, if the person who is supposed to uplift you and be your support, be your left, right hand, is the one hating on you. That's crazy. I don't know. I just don't think I would be in that relationship long. So that would be crazy for your own mate to hate on you. It really would. So I think that would just be a negative situation for the most part, and those type of relationships I don't think last very long.
Mm-hmm. Good answer. So I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to give their final thoughts on hating. No particular order. You guys can give your final thoughts, and I'm going to give you guys the topic for next week before we head out.
I guess I'll say that go ahead, bro.
Well, I guess, hating and haters will be around when the world, I don't think that world will ever end, but I think the universe will always have haters. I think that's a part of life for some, and it'll always be around, and you just have to overcome it, overlook it, elevate beyond it, move past it. Just know that it probably will always be there, but just deal with it the way you deal with it now. Just keep walking past it. So it is what it is with hating. I just look past haters and just keep moving, just keep doing what I need to do to elevate. And if you hate, that's your problem, not mine. That's how I look at it,
I know that's right. Next, whoever wants to go next.
I'll go. I think this show, more so than a lot of the other ones, made me think about a lot. I think, it's a lot of good stuff that I ponder, throughout this show. And I think I have a lot of good takeaway, some things I'll probably think about throughout the week, even, dealing with these haters, because you never know what's coming up next, through this, through tomorrow even, But
Even tonight.
yeah.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to bed in a minute, uh, I really enjoyed this show. I really enjoyed the topic. I really enjoyed the discussion. I really enjoyed hearing everybody's take. And it gave me a lot to think about. It gave me a lot to assess, in terms of, how I deal with people, on a daily basis, because we're always dealing with somebody, in the hustle and bustle of life. And, you just want to make the best decisions that you can, in order to be successful, and in order to, really just, cultivate good relationships, and I'm just grateful for the show. I'm grateful for Anna for really putting this together like this, and having this discussion. I'm forever grateful. Thank you.
Wow. I'm grateful for all of you guys, and thank you so much for those kind words. I greatly appreciate it. And finally, Jamil.
I agree with both of my brothers on the panel. It was a very good and enlightening show this evening, and I agree that with Sar too. That haters are going to be around. That's it is a balance of life, and you wouldn't know what love is without hate. You wouldn't know what upward is without down, right without left. The polarities of life are what give us that balance. But I'd never let hate, and this is my message, in closing, never, ever, 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 ever let someone else's hate dictate how you live your life. Don't ever do that. Never, ever let somebody's hate cause you to dim your light, dumb yourself down, or any of the above, anything like that would cause you to make yourself diminish because they hate. No. Because, like Asar said, haters are going to be around as long as you live. And the earth was here when we got here. It's going to be here when we leave. And people are still going to be hating. But don't let that stop you. Not let that stop you. And thank you for like I said, allowing us to come on and give our viewpoints on these topics that we pick. And I hope, let's see if we can do it again next week.
Of course, and I wanted to say something. It is you guys, it is you fellas, it is the ladies that make this what it is. It's not Lunchtime with Anna. People really want to listen, I guess, to the conflict, the different minds, the meeting of the minds. So just know that I like to do this. I look forward to my Mondays. Actually, and it's kind of crazy, and I must confess, I look more forward to my Mondays and my Lunchtime with Anna. And I shouldn't have announced that, but I do, because Lunchtime with Anna is just Lunchtime with Anna. It's going to be there. It's been there for years, and it's going to continue to be there and continue to have the following that it has because it's been there so long. But it's just almost like this is new, and I know how much it means to everybody on the panel. So I want to make sure that it's perfected every week. That's why I get a little bit upset when people are late, because I want it to be perfect. And I want each and every one of you guys to shine, and I desire for everyone to shine and be at their best at whatever it is that your endeavors are in life. Whatever it is that you do. I want you guys to be the best in the public eye and to people you encounter, and that, you know, something that you take out of this is, you know, she showed me this, or, you know, we talked about this, or she gave her opinion on this. And, you know, it's just a big deal for me. So I'm just glad that everyone enjoys it. I'm glad that I look at the numbers that people, last time I looked at last week's show, I think it was at 6.4K views. Keep it up, guys, because it isn't Lunchtime with Anna. That's you guys. A lot of times you guys have a lot more views than my own show has. So congratulations to you guys. That's you guys. On a different note, I wanted to make sure that I reminded everybody that we are having an event with We See You Human Justice Organization come October 22nd, 2022. That is the day before my birthday. I will be 29 years old, 29. So we're planning this event, and it's a huge deal. I knew one of you guys was going to laugh, and it had to be you. I'm really going to be 29, guys. I'm really going to be 29. But this event is a huge deal to me because I nearly lost my life to domestic violence. I know what it is to be in a coma. I know what it is to suffer epilepsy and suffer a lot of health issues because of that. I've been able to overcome it, guys. I don't let what a doctor tells me beat me, and I will never let it beat me. So although he tried to take me down, although he tried to kill me, every woman from We See You Human Justice Organization will be telling the story, because each and every woman from the organization that is a leader on that organization, on my organization, is a survivor and has either been in a coma or just been in a very abusive relationship. You guys will hear my story. Asar has been very fortunate to hear my story this last year at a different event that he went with some people from CAST at one point. So I just hope that you guys are able to make it to that event. It would mean everything to me. We plan on having a few artists there. With that being said, you guys have a wonderful evening. Tomorrow, no, we're not airing anything. Tomorrow, I'm actually having meetings for this event on October 22nd, most of the day. Wednesday, oh no, I'm sorry. Tomorrow, Rico Tracks will be on. I do have, you guys, I do so much, I be forgetting. Rico Tracks, I will be interviewing him Wednesday, Lunchtime with Anna. Thursday, we're almost done with the book of Genesis. Jamil or Lanji, do you guys remember what chapter we're on? Is it 50?
Oh my God, I think it's 50.
Yes, so we're on chapter 50. We're almost done. So you guys tune in, 7 o'clock. Friday, we will see Christy with Forgiving Friday. She always got something awesome to say. Sometimes I just be needing that because I be so angry at some people and just don't want to forgive, and here she comes with just the right word. So then Saturday we're taking a break. Sunday, I am not sure what we're going to start on. I will get with Jamil, Lunji, and Christy and think of what we're going to study next, but it's Inspirational Sundays. Monday, I will see you guys back again with Christy. Motivational Mondays, and you guys, I'm going to give you guys next week's topic right now. So, how to heal. Keep this in mind and let it ponder all week long. How to heal our hurting communities. How to heal our hurting communities. So just keep that in mind. God bless each and every one of you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you guys. Ciao.
Thank you. See you guys next week.